Hey, and thanks for tuning in to another episode of the Bernadette T. Henry Show. And today we're going to be talking about ways to discover the purpose of your life. Determining what our purpose is in life can be one of the hardest questions that we as humans must try to answer. In this podcast, we're going to go through a step by step process exploring your feelings and options. And by the end, you should have a fairly solid tool that you can immediately employ in your life to give it a meaningful direction. So, there are three steps to the process of discovering the purpose in life. Of course, there are more, but today we're only going to talk about three of them. Number one, understanding the principle of choice. Number two, creating your underlying principle. And number three, aligning your life with this underlying principle. So, number one, understanding the power of choice. Will Smith said, or this is what Will Smith had to say about the power of choice. There is a redemptive power that making a choice has rather than, oh, there's a redemptive power that making a choice has rather than feeling like you're an effect to all things that are happening. Make a choice. Just decide what it's going to be, who you're going to be, how you're going to do it. Just decide. And from that point, the universe will get out your way. Choosing is the most important activity of your mind because by making a choice, you are proclaiming your desires to your subconscious mind. Once the subconscious mind gets to know your desires, it is going to do anything to manifest them in your life. The choices you make in your life become your goal. And if you're sincere about pursuing them, there's no reason why you should not accomplish them. Indecision, on the other hand, not only creates frustration and anxiety, but can also confuse the subconscious mind about what you want. But it is important that the choices you make are made by you in accordance with your true desires, purposes, and habits. A lot of us let others make choices for us, make make our choices according to what we think is correct, even if that means we go against our wishes. What is right for someone else may not be right for you. And the way to know this is by listening to what your heart says. And let me tell you, when you're trying to live up to other people's standards, not only will you fail miserably, but you will not be happy. Like you won't last in that thing that you're doing, but for so long because you're not true to yourself. You're not authentic to yourself, right? And when you're not authentic, guess what? You're not showing up at all. And this is definitely a reason why back in 2000 to 2001, I tried to take those pills and take myself out because I was trying to live to impress other people. And it wasn't really trying to impress people by buying shoes and clothes and things like that, but trying to live to a certain philosophy, right? And that I guess wasn't really digging at that time. And because me doing so wasn't pleasing, I guess, or when I was against that philosophy, like it didn't please the person I was trying to please. And as a result, like it's just not, like it just wasn't a good thing for me. And yeah. So anyway, to get back to what we're saying, listen to your heart. So to begin with discovering your life purpose, right? Make a list of things that interest you, things which you have always enjoyed, which makes you feel better, which inspires you to move ahead no matter what obstacles you face. Do you like doing something creative or artistic? Do you enjoy nature? Do you enjoy the waters? Do you enjoy helping others? Do you get joy out of making a difference in other people's lives? I know I do. Whatever it is that interests you, write it down and answer these questions. And if you want, go ahead and get a pen. I'll wait. What thing do you do? That's number one. Number two, what is it that you love in this thing and why? Number three, how could you do this for money and make a living out of it. Let me tell you, you would be surprised the things that people are making a living out of. As long as you are solving someone's problem, someone's pain, as long as you have a solution, guess what? You have people waiting for you. And last but not least, actually, number 3 is creating your underlying principle. The next step is to examine the list you made and find out if there are any reoccurring themes. Maybe it is the contribution that keeps coming up, or an effect to seek or give love, or helping your parents cope with old age. Whatever it is, try to identify the central theme of the things you love to do and try to put it in a short and precise statement. This will be your mission statement. It may even be a quote by a famous person or a philosophy that has influenced you. Of course, as you grow, this statement could evolve, but it's the soul that will remain the same. Now, write down your mission statement. And I'll give you some time to do that. We have one more. And the last one, aligning your life with your underlying principle. The final step in this journey is to map your path to your ultimate purpose and begin implementing changes that help to align your daily life with your underlying purpose. By making these little changes in your lifestyle, you will start to be able to live the principles out each and every day. It might take a few days, but by becoming aware and intentional of this underlying principle of your life, you will certainly start to feel the difference in your enthusiasm for life as a whole. If you realize that you love being in nature, plan a trip, even if it's for a weekend. Maybe an outing with your children can be enough to recoup with your energy. If you discover that you enjoy helping others in need, start to look for opportunities to volunteer in your community. On the other hand, you might even want to change your job or start a new business that is more in line with your mission. So, there you have it. By following along with the steps outlined above, you will be on your way to finding and living out your purpose. And as you go through this process, just remember you were put on this earth to achieve your greatest self, to live out your purpose, and to do it courageously. By Steve Maraboli. So I hope that you received some value from this. And once again, if you'd like me to repeat the 3 ways to discover your purpose, is number 1, understand the principle of choice. There is a power in choice, and you must use it wisely. And number 2, you want to create your underlying principle. So, what is or your mission? Okay, what is that thing that you want to do, right? And make it a mission to get it done. And this thing must be fulfilling, or else you're not going to want to do it at all. And number 3, align your life with this underlying principle or this mission. So whatever the mission it is that you have, make sure you do the things accordingly to ensure that you can live this thing out and that you fulfill the highest level of that care. So thank you so much for tuning in. I look forward to coming back again, and I will talk to you soon. Bye-bye.